Welcome to Watch Mojo, and today we're counting down our picks for the top 10 Easter eggs hidden for video game cheaters. For this list, we'll be looking at Easter eggs in video games that you can only reach through cheating. Did you happen to find any of these? Know of any other good ones that we missed? Let us know in the comments down below. Did you happen to find any of these? Or do you know of any other good ones? Let us know in the comments down below. Number 10, Hidden SUV, Battlefield 3. Battlefield 3 remains one of the stronger entries in EA's series, which means this Easter egg is widely known by now. Doesn't make it any less cool though. In the campaign's Kafarov mission, you're meant to go after the titular arms dealer. However, right after skydiving into the level, it's possible to exploit a glitch to go out of bounds. Taking the road less traveled to Kafarov's compound eventually leads you to an area you shouldn't be able to access where a lone SUV sits. It's unclear why it's here. Perhaps it would have been used in an earlier version of the game, but there's nothing stopping you from cutting loose and taking it for a joyride. Number 9, Captive Ewok, Star Wars Dark Forces. Many classic Star Wars games have great cheat codes, from unlockable spaceships to actual dismemberment, but none led to an Easter egg quite as intriguing as the one found in Dark Forces. The game's 4th level sees you investigating an Imperial research facility on the planet Fest. As soon as you land, an invincibility cheat will make it so you survive jumping into a pit directly on your right. Another cheat lets you get to higher entrances by walking into the wall below them. By using these together and doing a bit of snooping, you'll eventually find a small dark room. One of its walls hides a door, behind which you'll see a scared Ewok held by a ball and chain. Number 8, Maggot Face, Soma. There are all kinds of disturbing things that happen in Soma, but one of its most unsettling was never meant to be seen by normal methods. The story follows Simon, whose consciousness is uploaded into a new body inside the underwater facility the game takes place in. At certain points, he'll have flashbacks to his past life, one of which features a love interest. During the scene, she stands with her back to Simon, so you never see her face. Naturally, some curious players couldn't help themselves. By pausing the cutscene and using a no-clip cheat, you're able to move the camera around to get a good look at her. Although, good might not be the right word. Number 7, Underground Weapon, Call of Duty, World at War. Call of Duty World at War was the first entry to feature the immensely popular Zombies mode. Players everywhere were facing hordes of the undead while trying to unlock increasingly deadlier weapons. But one of its maps featured a well-hidden gun you didn't have to pay for. On Verupt, a mounted MG42 can be found underneath the fountain by using a no-clip cheat. You can still use it, although it's a tad awkward to control. We're not sure why it's there, but its existence made it a popular Easter egg amongst fans. When the map was remastered for Black Ops 3, the MG42 could still be found, only this time it sat atop a mound of bones with severed arms attached. Number 6, Self-Portrait, The Witcher 3, Wild Hunt. The Witcher 3 is one of the most popular RPGs ever released, and it integrated CD Projekt Red to a lot of players. As such, the team hid a portrait of themselves inside the game for anyone who wanted to meet Geralt's maker. Within the Blood and Wine expansion, which was the last DLC added to the original game, we were introduced to the pleasant town of Toussaint. Eventually, it was discovered that if you used a free camera mod on PC, you could teleport Geralt outside of the map's boundaries. Here, you'd find 2 pillars with a portrait of the entire development team between them. It was a small but nice surprise to find the creators of the game hidden within. Number 5, The Mind of a Madman, The Elder Scrolls V, Skyrim. Plenty of games featured unfinished areas you can't reach simply by playing them. The one found in Skyrim is certainly one of the most interesting. Within the quest The Mind of Madness, PC players discovered a hidden location after enabling a no collision cheat. This allows you to walk past the barriers of the quest, where you'll find only a door labeled The Mind of a Madman. Entering takes you into an empty house, but phasing through the walls reveals the house is now visible and sitting on a giant table. Exiting through the main door reloads you into a tunnel instead of the quest map, leading to an unfinished cave area. Number 4, the Serious Room, the Stanley Parable.
Stanley, this is me being serious. In fact, this is my serious room.
With its heightened focus on player choice and a hilarious dry narrator, the Stanley Parable is a highly unique experience. Depending on you, Stanley can reach a variety of humorous endings. There's even one that's especially for cheaters. If the game detects that you're trying to use a cheat, Stanley will be transported to what the narrator calls his serious room. He'll then go on about how this was the most serious table he could find, shame Stanley for not respecting the game, and sentence him to 100 billion trillion years confinement. Try to cheat again, and it raises to infinity years. The only way to actually make it out is to close the game. Honestly, we'd expect nothing less here.
The problem is clearly the serious room. It isn't serious enough. That's on me, Stanley. I apologize.
Number 3, hidden messages, Undertale. Toby Fox's Undertale has a very unique sense of meta humor. There are multiple ways the game addresses the player directly, including lines, jokes, and scenes you can only get through cheating. The most famous example is the dirty hacker ending. If you hack the game, you'll receive a message from Sans after the opening credits where he insults you and kicks you out. The boss fight with Muffet can be ended early with a bakery item, though if you cheat to attain it, she'll call you stingy. Cheating to access debug mode allows you to spare any monster at the beginning of combat, except Undying, as she wants to kill you too badly. These types of Easter eggs fit perfectly within the game's mood. Number 2, Sander Cohen's sweet dance moves, BioShock. Nearly everyone in the city of Rapture would murder you as soon as they look at you. One of the most dangerous citizens is Sander Cohen, an artist who likes to use real people in disturbing art installations. However, there's an Easter egg tied to Sandler that makes him a bit more silly. When the player reaches Eve's garden, they'll find the spirit of Jasmine Jolene and hear her final moments before she was killed. You listen from the other side of a door as it happens, with shadows being cast behind the cracks. Using a no-clip cheat to move past the door shows the shadows were cast by 2 Sandler Cohens using pole dancer animations. We don't know what we expected, but it wasn't that.
Before we continue, be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos. You have the option to be notified for occasional videos or all of them. If you're on your phone, make sure to go into your settings and switch on notifications.
Number 1, the Godly Finger, God of War.
You do not want this fight.
Oh, I'm pretty sure I do.
Although he's extremely missiled, Baldur is one bad dude in God of War. His first act is attacking Kratos in his own home, and he spends the rest of the game hunting him and his son Atreus. This first fight made for a terrific opener, and it held an Easter egg that no one found until the game was ported to PC. The fight ends with Kratos snapping the Immortal's neck and tossing him into a ravine. While the camera is meant to linger on Kratos' face, hacker Lance McDonald took control of the camera to have a peek over the edge. As Baldur falls, he gives Kratos 2 middle fingers. It's a cheeky Easter egg, and it wouldn't have been found without cheating.
Did you enjoy this video? Check out these other clips from WatchMojo and be sure to subscribe and ring the bell to be notified about our latest videos.